Here are the top 10 things I want to see in the next trailer for Hogwarts Legacy. Number 10. The Diagon Alley. We haven't seen the Diagon Alley in the first trailer, nor was it mentioned in the description on the Hogwarts Legacy's official website. But they did mention that we are going to be exploring some familiar and new locations, and Diagon Alley is one of the most iconic places in the Harry Potter universe, and I hope we are going to be able to explore its territory, whether to go get some new gear or equipment for school, or get new books, buy some new clothing, and visit the Gringotts Bank. Or perhaps we could do some story missions there, or some side quests, helping out people around the Diagon Alley, or spy on an enemy. Number 9. Quidditch. The only thing related to Quidditch that we saw in the first trailer was a small moment where the character summons a broom, and we saw the Quidditch pit far in the background in the first shots of the trailer. But what I want to see is the actual Quidditch match, or at least the training part. It would be great if they could also show how you can be choosing different roles in Quidditch, because I hope we're not just going to be playing as a seeker flying through stars. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be like that, but it would be cool if they could confirm this by showing some Quidditch action. Number 8. Day and night cycle. The day and night cycle, I believe, has already been established by the first trailer because there were plenty of shots that were taken during the day as well as the night. However, I would like for them to confirm that that's an in-game mechanic, that there is a clock in the game and not that only certain story beats switch the time of the day. You know, it could be a quick, simple time-lapse shot where the sun switches to the moon with just Hogwarts in the background. Number 7. Weather. As I mentioned in my previous video about the weather in Hogwarts Legacy, advanced weather systems are very common in today's open-world games. They have been there for over a decade. So I expect Hogwarts Legacy to have different weather patterns to be present in the game, which would also impact the gameplay itself. Just basically show me a shot with the rain, and that will be enough. Number 6. Seasons. Seasons in Hogwarts Legacy is a separate video on its own, and seeing Hogwarts during wintertime is something I'm really looking forward to. I'm not sure how exactly it can be pulled off, whether it's going to be like an event feature that will be brought by live service, or it's going to be related to actual time of the year, or perhaps seasons will change with certain story beats. But that's what I would like to see in the next trailer, a shot with Hogwarts covered in snow, which will ultimately confirm seasons altogether. Number 5. The villain. We had a quick look at the bad guy in the first trailer of Hogwarts Legacy, but that character looked more of a minion, or like a Death Eater rather than a major villain. And at this point, I'm not really sure who will be the villain in the game, or if we're even going to have one. Some people suggested it might be Herpo the Foul, but maybe our enemy is going to be the goblins, because we did see some hostile goblin groups in the leaked trailer, which triggered a whole new video about that topic. But I would like to see some elaboration on that in the new trailer, so we have a better idea of who we'll be fighting against. Number 4. More spells. We saw a handful of spells performed in the revealed trailer, starting with Transfiguration Charm and finishing with some dueling spells. But I would love to see more spells in the new trailer, the spells that interact with the environment, and in general more common spells. And also more elaborate dueling spells, and perhaps have the characters say the spells out loud so we get some confirmations. You know. Number 3. More creatures. We've seen about 7 different creatures in the reveal trailer, but I would love to see a bigger variety in the next one. The surrounding grounds of Hogwarts are flourishing with all kinds of magical creatures, from bowtruckles and nifflers to centaurs and unicorns. Not to mention that the care of magical creatures focuses on dozens of them, and there's also the Black Lake that opens a whole other world of magical beasts. Number 2. The game's interface. What I mean by that is all the icons that we usually find on the screen while playing a game, like the life and stamina bars, the maps, spells, /gear, power build-up bars, etc. Like, we did see some parts of the interface in the leaked trailer, but considering that at that time the game was in early development, those icons were there almost as a mock-up. It would be great to see how it all looks today. And also the interface could indicate on some gameplay mechanics, the usage of spells, the existence of special abilities, or even consumables like different potions or treats for the creatures. Although this will probably be shown at a gameplay demo event closer to the release. And before we get to the last number on this list, if you're enjoying this video as much as I enjoy making these videos for you, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Number 1. Gameplay. The developers have stated that the gameplay was already shown in the reveal trailer. However, that might have been just a second of that gameplay because it all looked like cinematics. And what I'm looking for is the actual gameplay, like an extended segment from the third-person perspective, including the interface, where character attends certain classes, explores some of those unfamiliar places, performs different spells, encounters magical beasts, friendly or not, or fights an extended battle with an enemy. Also, I would love to see some interactions with NPCs, because I wonder if all the characters are going to be voiced over, or if it's going to be like in Zelda, where you just read all the lines. By the way, let me know what you think about that. But yeah, gameplay is definitely the number one thing I want to see in this coming trailer, which will answer so many questions and give us lots of new material to work with. So yeah, these are my top things that I want to see in this coming trailer. I'm not sure if we are going to see all of them, but hopefully we will see at least a couple from the list. I, of course, have many other things that I want to see there. By the way, what would you want to see in the next trailer? What is your top list? And while you're still waiting for the second trailer to finally arrive, here's some other videos that I made before about Hogwarts Legacy that you should check out. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.